What's up, everybody? Welcome to a special At the Buzzer Facebook Live. We're joined by the one and only Dana White. Dana, welcome.
Thank you.
I wanted to talk to you about last night's Cub game. That ninth inning was, I'm just kidding. Ronda Rousey, Jesus.
I saw the Cub game.
Forget the Cubs.
I watched that too.
About an hour ago, you made a big announcement.
My father-in-law
is
a Cubs Chicago guy and everything else. So
it was an amazing night.
I came home and my sons had it on when I got home last night, and we're all so happy for him. You know what I mean? If you know anybody that's a Cubs fan,
if they went to a fifth game, that city was going to tighten up a little bit. If they went to that fifth game. Yeah. But forget about the Cubs. About an hour ago on The Herd with Colin Cowherd, you made a pretty big, huge announcement for the UFC. What was that announcement
Pretty big, huge announcement?
Yeah. That's how excited we are.
Ronda Rousey. Ronda Rousey's back.
Ronda Rousey's back.
Yep. December 30th in Las Vegas against Amanda Nunes, who is the world champion.
Yeah.
Ronda will try to get her title back.
A lot of people have been waiting for Ronda to come back since her loss to Holly Holm. How does this whole thing play out? Like her return, like are you communicating with her like once a month, seeing where she's at? Tell me how that whole thing happens.
You know, more than a work thing, Ronda and I are friends. So Ronda and I talk. You know, Ronda wanted time off, and I told Ronda, "You take as much time as you need." So, well, you know, it's not like I check in with her and say, "Hey, what are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking? What are you thinking?" You know, we just talk, and then I knew when she was ready, she would let me know, and she did.
How did she let you know? Is it just text like Jordan when Jordan says I'm back? Is it a Ronda Rousey text? Dana, I'm back.
Let me think of how we started talking about this probably 4 months ago about her coming back, and she was considering New York, and then she wanted to take more time off, so. We ended up with the date of December 30th.
December 30th. She's, as you said a few weeks ago, she's probably the biggest star in UFC history.
Right.
And she'll be back December 30th, coming off a crazy year for you guys, an unbelievable year, and you cap it off with her in Vegas for the belt. I mean, pretty good way to cap off the UFC's year.
It does not suck. It's been a great year, and obviously November, in Madison Square Garden is going to be huge. Ronda coming back is pretty good.
You're on Twitter. You know everybody on Twitter is really smart and says smart things, right?
Yeah, of course.
So we've been looking at Twitter since your announcement.
They're all the geniuses. That's where all the geniuses live, on Twitter.
A lot of people on Twitter are like, she doesn't deserve her first fight shouldn't be a title fight. She
really?
Doesn't deserve it.
Who's she fight? Who's she fight? Well, you know what? It's one of those things you can never win with people anyway. So she doesn't deserve to fight for the title, but if we brought her back against somebody else, they're trying to give her an easy win and they're trying to build her, and do this and that. Listen, you can't listen. If you start listening to Twitter, and people on Twitter, good luck to you.
Yeah, they're insane. They're also bringing up Cyborg, and Chris Cyborg's been talking a lot of shit about Ronda for probably her whole life, but it's really amped up in the past month. Was there any thought of trying to get her and Ronda together for her first fight back?
No, Ronda held the title. She wants to win the title again, and but her and Cyborg will happen.
Really?
Yeah.
That would be an amazing fight.
I agree.
I can't wait to see it. We have a viewer comment.
Yeah, V, the people at Facebook are second guessing you too. V wants to know, why would you put Ronda in with a beast like Nunes in her first fight back?
There you go, because that's what we do.
These people know more than you know, Dan. I don't know if you know this.
Yeah, listen, V. Listen, V. We when do we not put the best against the best? That's what we do. Ronda lost one fight, but Ronda is still one of the best fighters on earth. So she will fight another one of the best fighters on earth.
Was there ever a point after her loss that you thought she might not come back again?
No, I just know that she needed time to, that woman worked hard for 3 years, man, really hard. And, she needed some time.
And people have
in this sport, what people have to understand is if you even remotely doubt whether you should, want time off or should you retire, the answer is yes, you should. If you think you want time off, you absolutely should. You have to be in this. This is the type of sport and the type of business that you got to jump out of bed every day and just want to go into the gym and just kick people's ass.
Yeah.
And you have to want to win a world title, and you have to have a certain mindset to be in this. Yeah. And if you even remotely doubt, that's why everybody is always on me with the George St. Pierre thing, like, oh, I've been saying George St. Pierre has been saying he's going to fight for 3 years.
Right.
Right? And I say, no, he isn't. And here we are. He still isn't, And people doubt that's the case, but that is the case.
Well, this Ronda stuff is amazing, but also what's coming up in November, 205, the best card ever in UFC history.
I agree.
Conor, again, headlining this. What do you think of his $150,000 fine the other day, and then how he responded to it?
I think it's absolutely nuts. I think it's insanity. Throwing water bottles, $150,000. I mean, $150,000 fine in 50 hours of community. It's just. Listen, the Nevada State. I respect the Nevada State Athletic Commission, and people don't want to fight in Nevada now. Mm-hmm. That's not good.
I was almost hit by one of those water bottles, and I was okay. That's fine.
Yeah.
I think you
listen. In no way, shape, or form am I saying,
right.
Come on, they didn't really.
But for that. I think the UFC, you got to get some cameras out there.
$150,000 is a lot of money for throwing some water bottles.
I think your next reality show is filming Conor's 50 hours of community service.
Yeah, it's just anyway.
But yeah, UFC 205 in New York's coming up. November 12th is going to be an amazing night, and I know we only have a short time with you, so I wanted to talk to you quickly about Conor and Nate. I know you get asked this all the time. One of the most amazing fights in UFC history. I really want to see a third one. Do you really want to see a third one?
No.
Why?
No,
I'm a Twitter guy, right? Am I a Twitter guy right now?
It doesn't make sense. No, listen, you're a fight fan.
Yeah.
It's like everybody else is a fight fan, and everybody's going to have their opinions on what fights they want to see. That fight happened twice, and it never should happen once.
Yeah.
It just Conor's going to fight for the 155-pound world title. He holds the 145-pound world title. And then whichever one he decides to keep and whichever one he decides to give up, we'll go from there.
So
it's what makes sense.
Sorry, what was that? So Conor Nate 3 is never going to happen, ever.
You never say never.
No.
It's like I don't think Floyd Mayweather Conor's ever going to happen either, but I'd never say never.
Yeah. And what about Nick Diaz? When do you see his return?
I said never once. The women fight in the UFC, and I was wrong.
Yeah.
So. Never say never.
Nick Diaz?
What about Nick?
Yeah.
Nick wants to fight. Nick's ready to go again. I got to figure that out.
Yeah. And I want to ask you something that's just totally off the wall. I watched your Looking for a Fight, and you did stand-up comedy. I've tried it a few times. Was that the scariest thing you've ever done in your entire life?
By far.
Really?
Scariest thing. And we rode bulls, for Christ's sakes. I mean, that's the scariest thing we've ever done. I almost had a heart attack walking up there.
Yeah.
I speak publicly all the time.
In front of lots of people.
Doesn't bother me one bit. Going up and trying to make people laugh. And I cheated, by the way.
Yeah,
too.
I was gonna say that.
Cheated. I had jokes written for me.
Yeah, like that walk when they announce your name to go up, like I was trying to tell friends about it, it's like it's out of body.
My arms were sweating. Arms don't your arms don't sweat. My arms were sweating. I was having a hard time.
Yeah, it was fun though. When people laugh, you're like, oh my God, this is great, right? It feels great.
No, I just wanted it to be over. I wanted it to be over.
All right, Dana. So this is a big day for you. Ronda Rousey is back. What do you expect to see from her in this fight with Amanda Nunes at UFC 207, December 30th in Las Vegas?
It's a good question. Listen, for those of you that don't know, Amanda's the champ. She just destroyed Miesha Tate.
In like 12 seconds, she had her nose broken.
Everybody knows how tough, durable, and Miesha is. She destroyed Miesha, which was crazy. She's a very well-rounded fighter. She hits like a truck. Her ground is great. It's a very tough fight for Ronda coming back her first fight, lay off a year.
Biggest fight of her career, it's got to be. Right?
100%.
She needs this one. This is it for her. She has to win
it's
this
a big fight.
Awesome.
Well, Ronda doesn't like to lose anything, so.
No. I can't wait to see the old Ronda back.
It's going to be fun.
It's going to be great. We go from 205, and 206 is going to be great, and then 207 to close out the year. Dana, thanks for coming by. Thanks for taking all these questions and listening to all these people. We're going to stay live here for just a second. We're going to say Dana's got to run. He's got 90 other people to talk to. Dana, thank you so much.
Pleasure. This is a cool set.
Thank you. Yeah, we're borrowing it from our friends at Fox Sports Live, Jay and Dan.
Right.
So you're going to be back here in a couple minutes, I think, talking to them.
All right, cool.
All right. Now get the heck out of here.
I thought this was yours. This isn't yours?
No, it's not ours.
When are you guys getting a set?
We're back over on the digital side. We're on the other side.
They just throw you out in like the hallways and stuff. You just have to chase people around.
Yeah, it's real.
Yeah. I thought you guys like went to the next level. I'm like, all right, look at their set. This is cool.
No, if you saw my paycheck, you'd see I haven't gone to the next level. All right, Dan. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy.
We're going to do a live goodbye. And that is Dana White, UFC Prez, talking about Ronda Rousey's return December 30th, UFC 207. We can't wait for that fight. And I know you guys are excited for it. Dana answered your questions. He listens to you guys on Twitter. So if you say something mean to him on Twitter, chances are he's going to respond to you. I've seen him do it a few times.
You got that right.
And it's great. So thank you very much for watching us and for this news. Ronda Rousey's return is coming up. Dana is excited for it.